Cam Thomas here, and today I'm going to talk about the Fair Information Practice Principles, or FIPPs. I'll share my understanding of FIPPs, and I'll compare them to other privacy laws like the GDPR, and I'll explain how federal agencies can use these principles to protect personally identifiable information, or PII. I'll help you understand why FIPPs matters, and you'll see how they are applied in real-world agency operations. FIPPs are more of a set of guiding principles than strict requirements. They originated from the Privacy Act of 1974. The focus is on transparency, choice, information review and correction, information protection, and accountability. Starting with transparency. Individuals should know what data is collected about them. They should know why it is being collected, and they should know that the agency has the authority to collect it. Data should also be consistent across platforms. If an agency collects information online and in person, it should match. This avoids errors or confusion. Choice is about how the information is collected. Agencies should make sure the data is collected with the proper consent. People should clearly understand what they are agreeing to. If a secondary agency receives the data, consent should be reconfirmed. Individuals also have the right to deny collection. Agencies should clarify whether services will remain the same if consent is denied. Information review and correction is next. Individuals should be able to access their data. They should also be able to correct inaccuracies. Agencies should provide secure, user-friendly ways to do this. This principle also applies to partner agencies or subcontractors. Individuals should know how their information is shared beyond the primary agency. Information protection focuses on security. Data should be protected from loss, unauthorized access, destruction, or modification. Access should be limited to a need-to-know basis. Staff handling sensitive data should have clear roles and proper training. Accountability. Agencies are responsible for following privacy laws and principles. Auditing and monitoring systems track how data is handled. Data minimization also applies here. Agencies should only collect information necessary to provide services. Comparing FIPPs to other privacy policies. When I compare FIPPs to the GDPR, there are many similarities. Both emphasize transparency, lawful collection, purpose limitation, and individual rights. For GDPR, businesses must audit what customers' information is collected. They must tell customers clearly what is collected and why. Security measures like encryption and secure disposal of data are required. GDPR also requires assigning a compliance officer like a data protection officer, and customers must be able to access, correct, or delete their data. The difference is that FIPPs are guiding principles for federal agencies. GDPR is a strict regulation for the private sector. FIPPs are flexible, guiding privacy best practices. GDPR enforces legally binding obligations. Shifting focus on protecting personally identifiable information and how federal agencies can apply FIPPs in practice. Transparency ensures individuals know what data is collected. Agencies could post detailed privacy notices online. They could explain the purpose of data collection in simple language. Regular updates should be provided if policies or uses change. This helps build trust and keeps people informed. Individual participation allows people to access and correct their data. Agencies could create secure portals for individuals to view data. They could request corrections or updates. They could also see when data is shared with partner agencies. Purpose specification limits data's use to the reason it was collected. For example, Social Security information collected for benefits should not be used for marketing. Clear documentation helps prevent misuse of personal data. Data minimization means collecting only what is necessary. Forms and systems should ask only for essential details. This reduces the risk of exposing unnecessary personal information, and it lowers the impact of a breach. Use limitation ensures data is only used for intended purposes. Agencies should have agreements with partner organizations. These agreements define allowable uses. Consent should be documented if data is repurposed. Data quality and integrity keeps information accurate and reliable. Agencies should schedule regular audits. Data should be cross-checked against trusted sources. Automated systems can flag inconsistent or outdated records. Security protects personal data from unauthorized access. Agencies should use encryption, multi-factor authentication, and intrusion detection. Access should be limited to authorized personnel only. Accountability emphasizes responsibility. Privacy officers should be assigned. Agencies should maintain detailed records of data processing. Staff should receive privacy training regularly. Auditing monitors compliance. Internal and external audits can track data collection, storage, and sharing. Audits help identify gaps, allow agencies to fix them proactively. Implementing all these principles protects PII. It also strengthens public trust. Citizens are more likely to engage with services when their data is respected, secure, and reasonably used. To wrap it up, FIPPs provide a flexible framework to protecting personal information. They are similar to GDPR and other privacy laws, but are guiding principles rather than strict regulations. By focusing on transparency, consent, data quality, security, and accountability, agencies can safeguard PII effectively. They can also build trust with the public and ensure ethical handling of sensitive data. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope this helps you clarify how FIPPs function and how they compare to privacy laws and how agencies can use these principles to protect personally identifiable information. Thank you.